Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm really excited. I'm doing something completely different on the channel. I have got some resin. So today I'm going to be making some resin bits and bobs. Well, I'm doing it over a space of a couple of days. I have purchased this resin kit off of Amazon. I bought it about a month or so ago now. I've just not been very well, so I haven't touched it yet. But I'm going to do this today. I will leave this kit in the description box below, but what we've got here is we've got the resin and we've got the hardener. They're both in 260ml bottles, and I like the look of this one. It's 1:1 ratio, so nice and easy. It also comes with some gloves, some little pipettes, some wooden sticks, and also some little measuring cups. So it's like a full kit. I think it cost me about 25 quid or something, but it's not so bad. I've also got some moulds that I bought separately, but today I'm just going to be having a play and giving it a go. I've never ever played with it before. I've been watching Just Joe Nail Addict and Glitter Sparkle Nail Design. They've been playing around with resin, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a very long time anyway. I've been even more keen after seeing their videos. They've both been creating beautiful palettes and key rings and stuff, and yeah, I've just been really wanting to have a go myself. So I bought this kit, like I said, about a month ago now. But yeah, I'm going to give it a go today and see what I can create. I think the rest of the video I'm probably going to do a voiceover. I'll talk you through the process of what I'm doing. But because I'm going to have a face mask on and everything, like, I don't want to sound all muffled. So I'm probably just going to do a voiceover for the rest of it. But I hope you all enjoy anyway. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe, and let me know if you'd like to see more of these sort of things. I don't know if resin's going to be a thing that I get into permanently. I think it's probably just going to be more of a one-off thing, but if you guys really like it, then maybe I'll dabble in it a bit more in the future, but we'll see. But anyways, enjoy, and I hope you like what I come up with. Okay, so it's been a good while since I've done a voiceover, probably about a year now. But today I'm going to be making an ashtray. It's my friend's birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, and I really want to make him a homemade ashtray. So I'm not very clued up with resin at all, haven't really got much of a clue what I'm doing, so I'm sort of winging it a bit. But to start off with, I put 30ml of resin into my measuring cup, and here I'm adding 30ml of hardener. It's 1:1 ratio, so it equals 60ml in total. You'll see in a minute it wasn't quite enough, but it was pretty close for what I wanted it to do. I don't know much about quantities or anything yet, but obviously once I've made these things once, I'll sort of get a bit more of a rough idea of how much resin to use in the future. But I just went with this for the moment, 60ml of resin with the hardener inside of it, giving it a good stir. As you can see, I've formed a lot of bubbles. I don't know if there's a technique to sort of stir in, but I'll just sort of, you know, it's all new to me. And then I've got these holographic cannabis leaves, so I have put a few too many in, but it come out okay. I'm excited to show you guys. So yeah, there's quite a lot of cannabis leaves in there. Maybe a bit less probably would help, and also help like get rid of some of the air bubbles, because I think, yeah, it's all new, I'm learning. This is the Ashtray Mold, as you can see there. It cost me like less than a £5, I think, off eBay. Really happy with it, it's super cute. So now I'm going in and I'm adding the resin that I've been mixed up. I made sure I thoroughly mixed it up. It's quite hard pouring it into this sort of tiny little gap around the edge of sort of the mould. As you can see, I sort of made a few little spillages, but it's okay, it's not a problem. I sort of cleaned it up a little bit afterwards, and you can just sort of peel off the bits that you spill anyway, so it's not a problem. I do also apologise for sort of covering up what I'm doing here and there. It's not really, my setup isn't really ideal for stuff like this, but hopefully in future I can sort it out a bit more. But yeah, as you can see, I've literally just poured it all round. I'm sort of trying to make it level with the square in the middle, as you will see. Unfortunately, so I put some cannabis leaves in there as well. They sort of sunk to the bottom, I think, because they're so weighty. But yeah, I didn't quite have enough resin, so I've gone back in and I've done another 10ml of resin and 10ml of hardener, which obviously equals to 20ml, and I just mixed that in with the remaining cannabis leaves in my measuring cup that are sort of there, just to top it up a little bit more. And it did actually turn out to be too much again. I think I probably only used about 10ml of it in total, but it's fine, you'll see in a minute. I didn't waste any resin at all in this video. I added it into a little square sort of mould that I've got. I made a little miniature palette, which is super cute. I'm really happy with it. But yeah, I just gave it a good thorough stir in, as you can see, and then just poured it in until it's sort of got to the right sort of level that I wanted it to be at. It's definitely quite tricky pouring it into that tiny little gap, especially like it's also new to me, but I've really thoroughly enjoyed doing this resin. It's been good fun, it's been really good fun. I was so not used to doing a voiceover. It's literally been so long. I used to do nothing but voiceovers simply because I couldn't like film my voice whilst filming because my camera was too noisy. So yeah, it's been a good while. But yeah, as you can see here, I sort of poured the remaining resin that I had into this square little miniature mould that I had. I didn't want to waste the resin. I didn't just want to let it go off in the cup. Thought I might as well put it to some good use. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this palette, but you know, I don't want to waste the resin, so it sort of worked out to be just about the perfect amount for it as well. So yeah, I actually do kind of like how it turned out. But as you can see here, I'm just going in with like one of those like big long lighters, and Joe advised me to use this for sort of helping get rid of the air bubbles, because a lot of people that use resin tend to use a heat gun, but unfortunately I don't own one of those, and I'm not going to fork out and buy one just yet unless I sort of get into this on a bit more of a permanent basis. But for the moment, this little lighter does the job, and as you can see, I did manage to get rid of pretty much all the air bubbles in that little palette. But I think for the ashtray, like, I just put too many cannabis leaves in there and I mixed it up like thoroughly, and it just created a hell of a lot of air bubbles. But to be honest, you can barely see them. Like when you see the end product, like it's not noticeable. I think with all the glitter and all hollow and everything, it's just not all that noticeable, and that's actually over the moon of how it came out for my first ever piece. Okay, so here we're actually going on to the next day, so I let that set for 24 hours. And I'm sort of going in here. I can't remember, I think I only done the 10ml of resin and then 10ml of hardener again, because I only wanted a little bit just to submerge a Rasta line that I'm adding into the image. And yeah, I grabbed a pipette thinking that that would be ideal for adding it, and then I just realised it's just a lot quicker and easier just to pour a little bit in. But I didn't want too much clear resin, so I just simply sort of wanted enough to submerge the line, which is I've printed out on paper and cut out. I certainly did spend like a good few minutes faffing about with this because I just didn't want to put too much in, but I think I ended up pretty much just using what I made up, and it was fine, perfectly fine. As you can see there, that's the little Rasta line, and I'm just placing that in, and then I sort of try and tap him down a bit, make sure there's no air bubbles underneath him, and just make sure he's fully submerged. And yeah, I was kind of worried about this bit, but yeah, it wasn't too bad at all. I was really happy. The line itself was very, very, very hard to cut out, but yeah, I think it came out okay. As you can see, I sort of put in some black Sharpie there just to sort of hide some white patches on it that I couldn't cut out. But yeah, I was really, really happy with how it turned out. And I just sort of poured more clear resin on top, just sort of submerge it a bit more, make sure it's a bit more even all round. Sort of using the pipette there to sort of help, so I just didn't want like too much in there. But yeah, I was very, very, very happy. I think I'm going to buy some more plastic cups that sort of do like lower quantities, because these ones start at 10ml and go up like 20ml, 30ml, 40ml, and I think I'd like some that sort of do maybe 5ml, so 5, 10, 15, etc. But it's just for small amounts of resin like this, but it was fine, it worked out to be a good amount. But yeah, I was just going back through the letter again, trying to remove any of like the really big noticeable air bubbles. With the cannabis leaves, obviously the volume of the resin is quite high, and that made it quite hard to get all the air bubbles out. Like, I need to do some research and see if I can suss out a way around that, because I'm sure that I'll see people making resin pieces that are like a similar volume and absolutely no air bubbles. So I think maybe I was just a bit aggressive with my mixing, but you know, learning. It's set absolutely beautifully, and the bit of the line like had like next to no air bubbles in, so I was fine about that. So then I decided to do Rasta colours, red, gold, green on the back with glitter. I was a bit worried about this, but it actually went alright, so I just added in a bit of glitter and a bit of pigment powder, obviously separated them in different cups. So I'd done the red, and then I'd done the yellow, and then I'd done the green, gave them a good old mix in, And yeah, I was really happy with this bit. I was expecting it to sort of be a complete disaster, and it was all going so well, and I was really paranoid about this bit and it just going completely wrong. But yeah, I was actually super happy, and I don't think I went too overboard with the glitter in this bit. And yeah, I was very, made up, absolutely made up. I really love that glitter. The yellow glitters from Neo Nails called Lemon Sorbet. I bought it in a discount like about 2 years ago now, and I absolutely love it. It's so pretty, and it was absolutely perfect for this ashtray. But yeah, sort of poured a little bit in, and I acted really quickly so I didn't want it to run too far. I wanted to sort of keep them, as you can see, sort of in the right places, and just kept adding and adding. Luckily each time I added a bit, it pushed it the right sort of way. And yeah, I've watched a few people do this, so I sort of had a rough idea of what I was doing. But yeah, really happy with how this bit turned out, and I just thought it looked absolutely beautiful. So onto that unmoulding. So this took me like 3 days to sort of do between curing and everything. It was quite tough to get out the mould, and it did actually get a little bit stuck at one point, but I'm so happy with it. Literally, for my first ever resin piece, like, I'm really proud of myself, and I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I really want to make more. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, I really love this, and yeah, very proud of it. I've actually already given it to my friend. His birthday isn't for a couple of weeks yet, but I was so excited, and he really loves it. He's so happy with it. And yeah, look how sparky it is. I love it. You can see the different layers where I've sort of obviously done different layers and had to wait in between curing. Like, you can see that. You can definitely see quite a few air bubbles when you look closely, but when it's just sort of sat down on the table, you can't really see nothing like that. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I was actually so proud of it, and I definitely want to make some more. Yeah, really chuffed. And then obviously I made that little mini palette with the spare resin that I had, and again that came out really well. There wasn't many air bubbles in it at all. It was pretty damn transparent, and yeah, crystal clear. I'm very happy with it. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I want to make myself a proper palette at some point. Yeah, I love them. And I also did do a sparkly one with some flowers in as well. I didn't film the whole process with that, but I didn't really like how it came out anyway, so it's just one of those. I don't want to waste the resin. But yeah, all I can say is I've really enjoyed playing with the resin, and I will definitely hopefully be doing some more pieces in future. Like, the resin went really far anyway. I've still got loads left, so I'll definitely be making a few more bits. Let me know if you'd like to see some more bits. I'll happily film it if you guys would like to see more stuff that I create. If you do, you know, drop me a like. That'd be very much appreciated, and I'll definitely do some more videos on the resin. And yeah, I really hope you guys like what I've come up with. It's been really good fun, something a bit different. I love being creative like this, and yeah, I'm super happy. I'm sorry if this video has been a bit sort of all over the place. It's been a long time since I've done a voiceover, but I hope you all enjoyed anyway. And yeah, much love to you all. Take care. Hope you all have a good day, and I shall see you next video. Bye.